Okay, yep. There we go. Got myself a bag of reclaimed sand there. Okay, stick that to one side. Bring this around here. Yeah, I'm doing it to time, fellas. Apparently there's been an earthquake in Mexico, so I'm just going to try and do it before the 4 o'clock news. So, see how we go. Now I've cut a muslin sort of flyby disc sort of thing, and I've extended the original slot there that was around about there, it was originally about 2 inches, 2.5 inches long, and I've extended out to the normal walls of the container sort of thing like that. So we put the disc in there. Now this is going to be the hairy thing. I may have to try it, and I don't think it's going to work. The first attempt's not going to even work, I don't think. It's just going to be a learning curve. So I'm just going to see if I can get some sunlight in the bucket for you. That's it, something like that, so you can actually see what's going on. I don't know. If I had a monitor, I could flip the monitor up and see what's going on, but I'm going to have to try and look to the eyepiece and see. Oh, it's not even close, is it? Okay, a little bit closer now. Okay, so the idea, if you listen with stereo earphones, that would have been fun. The idea is to get some of this newspaper cellulose, and I just want a single newspaper cellulose layer, if I can do it. I don't know if it's going to work, fellas, if it's going to stick together or not. I think we're going to have to hold it in. So the idea, as I was going to talk about the concept between the Aryan sand, the white sort of, is with the charcoal having the ability to pull the pH in for both the acid side and also the alkaline side. It's a bit like polystyrene in a way, which is one of the few things that have a neutral pH, and therefore I'm not wondering whether both the charcoal and polystyrene and maybe cellulose in general has the ability to push the salt out of the sand. Because salt is sodium chloride, which is a combination of a strong base, sodium hydroxide, and a strong acid, hydrochloric acid. So if you can pull the pH in from both ends, you can basically push both of those ions out of the medium as it travels down the pot. So when those fine nanocarbon charcoal particles go through, or maybe if you had the ability to have fine polystyrene particles going down there with their neutral pH, they could actually push the salt out of the grains of the sand sort of thing. I'm not sure, but I'm probably talking bollocks here, fellas, but I get the impression that's what the charcoal does when you just have it on the surface on the pot. And the little tiny nanoparticles go down through the pot over about a 6-month period, and slowly they push the salt out of the sand, and that's why you get this nice. And of course the salt index of basic quartzite sand is about a 1/10 of the volume. So basically in a 10-litre bucket here, you can actually get an extra 1 litre of void space by pushing the salt out of the sand, basically, and that's a 1 litre of void space that organisms can occupy and other things can occupy. So anyway, I'm just going to see if I roll this thing, how far it can roll. Because if it can roll halfway up, I may be able to just keep going with this sort of thing, like this. Keep going, and doing this thing, and keep rolling it around just enough so we complete the cylinder sort of thing. And it might be stable enough to be able to put the bucket up this way and then put the sand in. I don't know. It's a test run, fellas, you've got to try. You see, some of the things are falling off there. I may have to wet it down a little bit more just to hold it in place, but we'll try and keep going. I think I'm having a problem with the handle there, fellas. I think that's what it is. And it's sticking, so it's sticking. So anyway, the idea is there. If I can just get it to stick. No, you see, what I want to do is keep going round until I can just get enough in there to get it to stick onto the walls. I suppose I could use newspaper as in newspaper and put it round the sides, but I want to try it this way first, if I can do it. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to start again, fellas. I don't think that bit's going to work, so I'm going to have to start again. But the idea is there. Whether I can pull it off or not, I don't know. May have to end up just using newspapers around the walls of the containers to this sort of thickness sort of thing, which is about 6 mil basically. Isn't it the size of our slot? Yeah, just slightly on our slot, so basically 6 mils, or just over half a centimetre thickness on the walls of your containers or things. So yeah, we'll see how we go, but at the moment it's not looking too promising at the moment, but I'll keep going. If I succeed, well, I'll make another clip. But I may have to end up just using newspapers around the walls of the bucket. Okay, over and out. See ya.